Now, as we've been hearing, festival goers have been allowed to leave the Burning Man site in the Nevada desert following severe storms. An exodus of cars and vans were filmed leaving the area after the driving ban was lifted. Rare rainstorms flooded the campsites, leaving 70,000 people stranded. Some attempted to walk nearly 10 kilometres, that's 6 miles, to the nearest road with plastic bags on their feet. Well, Helen Ficcirilli is former director of Cloud Spotting, a music and arts festival which took place in Gisborne Forest in Lancashire. She explained how festival disasters could be avoided.
I do sympathise with them. It's very easy to look from the outside in and to see glaring mistakes that they should have really tried to put some contingency plans in place for before the event took place. There is some glaringly sort of mistakes that they've made.
Such as?
Really they should have thought about if there was an emergency exit required, how they would be able to transfer all the people off-site. Bad weather is something that we have to deal with quite a bit in Lancashire, but it's not the only thing that you have to plan for in contingency for the part that you might have to evacuate the site, which it looks like happened there. Also, because of the large amount of people, there is this element of welfare that the organisers would be required to look after. You buy a ticket, you attend an event, you come under the care of the organisers and you expect to be looked after. To hear stories of people sort of sitting in this huge caravan of cars for hours and even days before they can leave site, surely they should have been planning for, or just had it in their back pocket, some kind of get out of jail clause that they could have used just even to look after people. Even the slightest thing, even just informing people, makes them feel valued and that they're involved. And this sort of lack of information throughout is just not very good, really.
And also we've heard stories of people running out of food and water because obviously they were there for longer than they planned, and the point of this festival as well is that you bring everything yourself, isn't it? So actually there aren't those facilities on site to feed people, and that's caused huge headaches and stress for tens of thousands of people as well.
Yeah, and sanitation, we're very used to being looked after when we come to an event. So although it says bring everything yourself, you do expect there to be a level of, fresh, clean water, sanitary facilities, that sort of thing. And we're not, we've kind of lost that animal instinct to be able to look after ourselves in the wild. So you would even, it just seems that they could have, manoeuvred, even though the weather was bad, they could have put all their infrastructure into one place to be able to manoeuvre things, to make things easier for those that are stuck in the cars.
Well, this is extreme. As you say, the animal instinct to look after ourselves. Do you think we're a bit mollycoddled and that festivals are supposed to be, maybe a little bit less, that people are willing to accept a little bit less organisation and things going wrong?
Yeah. I think we are very mollycoddled. I think each year we expect more from the festival organisers, and that's not a bad thing. The whole point is that we're improving year on year. The only thing is Mother Nature does take control herself, and there's not very much we can do to stop that, but we can plan for it. And one of the things about being a festival organiser is, your event may only happen once a year, but you do take learnings from other events that happen around you, in your field. So you would like to think that they had been watching other events that had instances like this, and I just automatically think of even Woodstock 99. And the chaos that happened there, and there's huge learnings that can be carried over to each event. I would have imagined as well that the organisers would have been looking at the long-range weather forecast, and they would have known that this was coming, and they'd probably been trying to deny it quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could have been putting things in place beforehand.